I want to try a little experiment here. You were asked to rank these. And so I want you to actually unmute yourself if it's not too noisy at your place. And then I want you to, in your head, don't say it yet, I want you to think about which family you ranked as the most damaging to the environment, the worst one. So get that name in your head. And then I'm going to do a quick countdown, 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to say the name. All right? Fingers crossed that this works. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Smith.
I was hoping and planning that you would say Smith. And it's pretty obvious that they are. They're flying in food from all over the world. They're eating extravagant meal. They have obviously not a care in the world about the environmental damage that they've caused. Does anybody know where I might have got the name Carson from? Rachel Carson is a famous environmentalist. And in fact, many consider her kind of to be the grandmother of modern environmentalism. Back in the 1950s, she wrote a very important book called Silent Spring. And she pointed out the harmful effects of chemicals that we were putting into our agriculture. And so she kind of kicked down the first door in terms of environmentalism. And so she's a well-known person who comes up from time to time on the AP test. Okay, a little history background for you there. Let's go back to our experiment. So almost everybody said Smith for the worst. I want you to get in your head the name of the family who you thought was the most environmentally friendly, the meal that did the least amount of damage environmentally. Okay, and then hopefully you're still unmuted for a bit here, and I'm going to count down and you're going to say that family name. Everybody set? 3, 2, 1.
Acna.
I heard a lot of Acna. I heard a Carson. Did anybody pick Vivon?
No.
The Indian family?
Yeah.
I think I put that, but now I feel like it's wrong.
I know, absolutely. That's the point of this activity. Okay, do you see what happened? We were pretty unanimous with the Smiths being the villain. But when it came time to choose, well, who's the best? Who's actually doing the right thing? You could argue any of the other 4 families very easily. They all have positive things about them and pretty minimal negative things. So we have to stop before we approach any environmental problem in science. We have to stop and remember that. In our society, especially in the United States, think about a celebrity who screws up, okay? They get dragged. There are memes, they get dragged on Twitter. Yeah, it's over. Cancel culture, right? We are so good at locking down the villain. Whoever's wrong, we're going to let them know. We're going to tell them, and everybody's going to know. And we agree that they're wrong. But when we look for what the solution is, who the answers are, that's where we all of a sudden can't agree. Well, I think that we should ban gasoline-powered vehicles. Are you kidding me? Do you know how much money that would cost? Do you know that the batteries that are used in electric vehicles, those use rare earth materials that come from China? The mines are incredibly polluting. Oh, okay, well, forget cars then. That's not the answer. I think everybody should be vegetarian. What? I gotta have that burger, man, especially on the weekend. I'm grilling burgers. You can't stop me. Freedom. Okay? So that's the problem we have in environmental science. We know what's wrong. We know what the bad things are. We just can't agree on how to take the next step and make things better. And until we step out of our own family, our own perspective, our own box, we're never going to be able to come to some sort of agreement on these things. So it's a tough job that we have in front of us. And you are the right people for that job. Okay? The future of this planet is counting on you, literally, to figure out how we overcome what we know is the villain.